broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And he puts it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as they'll take over with the ball 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
Putting in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Wilson on first down. Under pressure, they got him again. Bernardrick McKinney coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jimmy Graham, 83 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Hey, you know, switching gears for a second, we were talking before the broadcast about the 0-3 teams who might have the best chance to turn their season around right now. You got the Bengals, Browns, Chargers, Giants, and 49ers. Who do you think out of that group?
I'm going to go with the New York Giants. They play in a very tough division, as we well know. But the way the offense came alive in the fourth quarter against Philadelphia, if that continues to ascend, they have an excellent defense, supreme confidence, because remember, they went to the playoffs last season.
Right.
They think they can get back there with a quarterback who's done it at a big-time level before, and Eli Manning. So I would pick the Giants #1 to turn things around, but I'd keep an eye on the San Francisco 49ers. To me, that they are a team that's going to continue to improve throughout the year. The record at the end might not show it, but they're going to be awfully good down the road.
On third down, Miller. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. The tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Now it's Lockett. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Watson on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On the toss, here's Foreman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They go play action here on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Catch made right side by Wilson. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. His throw incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And the Texans... Texans offense as they get set to take over here. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On second down, Rawls looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. To throw is Wilson on third down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on fourth down, we've got
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two middle linebackers who are counted on to be leaders on defense. It's Brian Cushing going up against Derek Johnson.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, Watson with the Houston Texans. They got his man complete. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Watson going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Halfback sent in motion. After the interception, here's Smith. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 41 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out comes Houston. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Here's Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a third and about 13. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Here's Smith to throw again. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run again with Hunt. Space to run past the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 41 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. And he'll bang that one through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 47-yard line.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So the D-line's going to spread out. After the interception, here's Watson. Being chased out left. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On first down, it's Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's first and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
And out come the Chiefs now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Hey, partner, let me take you league-wide for a second. Surprised right now that we only have 2 3-0 teams remaining, Atlanta and Kansas City?
After last week's games, yes, because a number of them came in with great momentum, and you thought that that would continue. I thought Tampa Bay would win at Minnesota and continue to...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Wilson, 78 yards. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Third and long. It's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. To throw is Smith. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, You probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Smith going to leave it to Hunt on the draw. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll run. This is Hunt. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Smith. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They snap it to Smith. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Texans defense stands tall. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. That's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Watson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Fuller. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On second down, here's Miller. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Braxton Miller, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans have broken the tie. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. On 2nd and 10, Smith. Flipping left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. The 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. Now it's Smith. his throw is going to be incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first word. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. To throw on second is Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. Here's Shane Leckler now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Level. Knocked down hard. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. He chucks him aside. Dumped him. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That good for 22 and a first down. That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here. Back to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage, because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Harris. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. From
the 2-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. This is Hunt, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He's back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So they went for the 6, didn't get it. Now the call has to be for 3.
I agree with you. I know the competitive instinct says, let's go ahead and take another shot. But you took it already. Go ahead now, get the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the kick by Butker is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And, Charles, I guess that's what you call a welcome to the NFL moment here for this guy.
Brandon, it's almost assuredly a game winner, too. I tell you, the leash can be short sometimes on rookie kickers. We know that. But I think he buys himself a little leeway with this one. That was one heck of a kick in a pressure spot. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Watson now to throw. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Deshaun Watson's Texans going up against Stafford's Lions.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Houston Texans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First carry for Amir Abdullah. And now running right through it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Amir Abdullah. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, 72 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Ezekiel Ansah in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On second down, here's Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Sean Robinson in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Abdullah. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Lions add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, all to dinner.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg, and the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Here's Watson, throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. From the 50, it's Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Watson hands this to Foreman. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would have.
Touchdown, Detroit! Marvin Jones, 38 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Watson on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll go with Foreman, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Texans get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive. Now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They start the drive with Abdullah. And an alley to run. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, 2 quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Deshaun Watson's Texans going up against Carr's Raiders.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay and Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Houston Texans. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, it's Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. On first down, it's Watson. And his first pass is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
In motion left goes a tight end. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. To throw is Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Faking the give, now Watson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. 2nd down, goal to go from the 6. This is Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. Point after try forthcoming. And this one through the uprights and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On first down, Carr. And it's incomplete.